Assalamualaikum and good evening. This is our assignment for statistic subject EE3004, and my name is Fariq and this is my partner Kai Chen, and now Arshan is who the cameraman, and I will talk a little bit about the introduction, what is our purpose and our objective in this assignment. And okay, basically in this assignment we try to find out the statistic about the percentage whose staff came late on 1 December 2015, and we take the sample, and the basically we take the sample sample of car who will pass through the boom gate in front of the Faculty of Engineering UPM, and the total number that we taken is 137. And after we collect all the data, we do some analyzing, and this will be taught more in the methodology, and it will be explained by my partner Kai Chen. Thank you.
Hi, I'll talk about the methodology. So on 1st December 2015, we went to the main entrance of the Faculty of Engineering at 7:30. Then the sample is taken from 7:30 to 8:15, so it's around 45 minutes. And then we take note on the number plate of the car, the registration number, and the arrival time of each car. And then after that, the data is arranged using Excel, and the graph is drawn. The histogram and the normal distribution curve are drawn using the Excel. Then after the graph drawing, we do some analysis on the samples taken. Next, I will pass the presentation to Arshan.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. Okay. Okay. Can everyone see this graph? Hold on. Yeah. Now, as you can see, that's the histogram with the towers, and the smooth line is your normal distribution. So we have both graphs in the same axis, so you can get a better understanding. In this case, every tower, that means the time lapse per tower is 1 minute apart. That means every minute there are 45 towers here, from 7:30 to 8:14. And as you can see, most of the bigger towers, or the towers, are more dense after 7:53 or so. So what we found out from this is that we found the mean, we found the median, we found standard deviation, etc., etc. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, how do I? This is actually the data that we collected, which will be in the report. This is the probability for each time interval in normal distribution. We actually can get that from Excel software. And the next one is the reference number for each time slot. Now, the reference number for each time slot is very important, because time is like, for example, 7:30, 7:31, 7:32. In the software, it will interpret it as decimal. So 7:30 would be 7.3. But as we know, in time, after 60 minutes, it's the next hour. So that means after 7:59, it would be 8. So if it's taken as a decimal system, it would be 7.59. The next one would be 8.0. So we had to give a reference number for each time slot. Okay, that is what we have done here. That means 7:30 becomes 1, and 805, like after 8 it would become, the reference number would carry on. Hold on. See, 8 is 32 and 759 is 31. This is, so basically we gave a reference number for each time slot that was used in the histogram and the standard deviation curve. And these are the means. Now, as you can see, means were mean and median were both found using the reference number, which is easier to find. Basically, we have a reference number of 24.56, which we took it as 25, which comes to 7.53 a.m. 7:53 a.m. Basically, there's no decimal there because it's time. And median is 25, the reference number, which is 7:54 a.m. Now, as you can see, a mean is smaller than median. That means, in theoretical terms, your standard deviation graph should be skewed to the left. Because basically the median usually moves the opposite direction to the skew. So, and as you can see, the median is smaller than the mean is smaller than the median. So that means the mean is gonna move to the right, and you have the lower end of the graph of the standard normal distribution to your left. Yes. Okay. We have a standard deviation of around 13 minutes. So that means from the mean, there is a plus minus 13 minutes of distribution for the people who arrived earlier than the mean, which is 7:54 a.m., 7:53 a.m., and who came after 7:53 a.m. Okay. Well, yeah, I think that's basically it. We have some other issues with regard to this. For example, the distribution curve that we generated using Excel, the probability that it gives is only up till 0.92. Now, we assumed the difference in probability compared to the actual manual calculated way and the software calculated method is due to the decimal places and the accuracy of data. The software is basically more accurate than the manual calculation, because the manual calculation only give it up to around 2 decimal places, but in the software it gives to around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decimal places. So which is more accurate. Hence, because the probability is always less than 1, all the decimal places matter, and because of that we think that the accuracy of data is a bit off when we calculate it manually and software in software method. Okay, what else? I think that's it from the calculation part.
Okay.
Conclude.
So conclude.
Okay. You want me to conclude?
Oh, it's okay. Me.
All right.
I think.
Okay.
Why don't you?
Okay.
No, it's okay.
What have done from our discussion with my teammate, we know that from the normal distribution it will skew to the left, correct? Okay, that means the tail is more longer and the more probability is to the right. So what we can conclude that most of our stuff is complete. So from this assignment, we answer our objective that we not said most, but sorry, actually most of the from the sample, not because we just take at that time, not we take
Every
for
day.
1 week, so that only
From that day.
From that day. So most of the sample is come late. Alright, that's all for our discussion. Alright, bye.
Bye. Thank you.